Modern medicine considers aphrodisiacs a relic of the past and views them mostly as part of different cultures' historical traditions. Anyone can easily find countless recipes for dishes, herbal remedies, and dietary supplements that promise to boost sexual desire and performance. But before diving headfirst into experimenting on yourself, it's worth thinking about the possible consequences and choosing the safest options available. At first glance, the number one helper in romantic matters seems to be alcohol. It temporarily improves mood, lowers inhibitions, and removes social and ethical barriers. Just don't overdo it. In large doses, ethanol acts as a depressant, so the sexual excitement triggered by heavy drinking may end in an embarrassing bedroom failure. Still, only the most hardcore advocates of sobriety would ban traditional champagne with chocolate or strawberries from a romantic dinner. Carbon dioxide helps alcohol and carbohydrates absorb more quickly into brain cells. Chocolate is known to stimulate the production of endorphins, the so-called pleasure hormones, which enhance sexual arousal, and fruit acids stimulate androgen production, male sex hormones that increase arousal in both men and women. Since ancient times, narcotic plants like cannabis, coca, and opium poppy, along with their synthetic counterparts, have been known to release the brakes even more effectively than alcohol. But it's probably better to manage without drugs than to deal with their well-known consequences. Spanish fly, which isn't a fly at all, but a metallic green beetle up to an inch long, is one of the most famous historical aphrodisiacs. The infamous libertine Marquis de Sade allegedly added powdered dried Spanish fly to his guests' food and enjoyed the orgies that followed. On one occasion, he supposedly treated prostitutes in a brothel to wine infused with Spanish fly, after which, inflamed with passion, they allegedly began hunting men on the streets. Whether these stories are true or not, they're certainly believable. These beetles belong to the blister beetle family Meloidae. Their bodies contain cantharidin, a toxic substance that severely irritates the genitourinary system, causes increased blood flow, and produces intense burning sensations in the affected organs. A lethal single dose for humans is 40 to 80 milligrams. Regular use of small doses can lead to priapism, a persistent, painful erection, in men and swelling of the genitals in women. Cantharidin also damages the liver, gastrointestinal tract, and central nervous system. The mildest side effect of abusing this remedy is scarring and narrowing of the urethra. The worst outcome is death. Drops that supposedly contain an alcohol solution of cantharidin are still sold. But just because you can buy them doesn't mean you should. Modern pharmaceuticals can achieve similar effects with far fewer risks. Unlike Spanish fly, which at least contains an active chemical compound, another legendary aphrodisiac, powdered rhinoceros horn, can only be explained by sympathetic magic. The belief that objects resembling something or once in contact share a mystical connection. Because of traditional Eastern medical practices, the Sumatran rhino has been pushed to near extinction, along with the Indian and Javan rhinos. African black and white rhinos are also critically endangered, although many sellers claim they only use horns from animals that died naturally. In reality, grinding up cow horns or hooves would have the same effect. Rhino horn, which isn't actually a horn but a compressed mass of hair, like your own hair, is made mostly of keratin, a protein indigestible even in a hyena's stomach. Another purely symbolic love remedy is ram or bull testicles. If a Latin American restaurant tells you these dishes boost male potency because they contain testosterone, don't buy it. The hormone breaks down when heated. The good news? They're harmless, and the placebo effect may do the rest. Oysters gained legendary aphrodisiac status not only because of their suggestive shape. As hermaphrodites possessing both male and female characteristics, they supposedly carry a double charge of sexual energy. This even led to myths claiming oysters can shift sexual orientation. In reality, oysters, especially when eaten regularly rather than half an hour before intimacy. Support overall health and sexual function thanks to easily digestible proteins and high zinc content, essential for testosterone production. And if oysters are too expensive, don't worry. Zinc is abundant in other seafood, as well as in nuts and pumpkin seeds. Throughout history, many aphrodisiacs were chosen simply because they resemble human anatomy. Take mandrake root, for example. In the Middle Ages, it was considered extremely powerful. Legend said it had to be dug up on the night of the solstice, and that it screamed when pulled from the earth. In reality, mandrake contains toxic alkaloids like atropine and scopolamine. In small doses, these stimulate the nervous system and are used medically. In large doses, they can cause hallucinations, psychosis, and even death. Safer plant-based options include ginseng root, parsley root, celery, horseradish, and avocados. So what's really going on here? Aside from the placebo effect, aphrodisiacs work because they contain substances that affect the body, especially the reproductive, nervous, and cardiovascular systems. The list of such foods is nearly endless. You don't need exotic, expensive ingredients to improve your sex life. Everyday fruits and vegetables can work just as well. Foods that claim aphrodisiac status should meet at least one of these criteria. Be easy to digest and provide energy without heaviness. Contain vitamins and minerals that support hormone production and reproductive health, zinc, selenium, vitamins A, E, B1. Improve blood circulation, especially in the pelvic area. Increase stamina and vitality, vitamins C and E. Enhance mood. Aromatic oils, often called essential oils, aren't actually oils in the fat sense, but chemical compounds like esters, aldehydes, and aromatic alcohols. They are highly volatile and known for their complex fragrances. Aromatherapists claim many plant scents improve muscle tone, boost pelvic circulation, regulate endocrine glands, reduce inflammation, elevate mood, awaken desire, and enhance performance. In countries like India, Egypt, China, and Greece, the birthplace of many aromatic plants, essential oils have been used for thousands of years to create romantic atmospheres. They're added to linens, used to scent rooms, applied to skin and hair, and used in massage and baths. Traditionally, women handle these rituals, but men can easily create an erotic atmosphere too, even by adding a few drops of essential oil to a car air freshener. Essential oils are often divided symbolically into feminine and masculine. Popular feminine oils include bergamot, geranium, ylang ylang, lavender, and rosemary. Masculine favorites include patchouli and cedarwood. The main rule when blending scents? Follow your instincts and your partner's preferences. Too much fragrance can backfire and cause headaches. And individual sensitivities are always possible. To sum it up, the effects of foods, scents, and traditional remedies labeled as aphrodisiacs are rarely backed by solid scientific evidence. Focus on good nutrition, rest, and exercise, and aphrodisiacs can simply add a little spice to your life. And finally, here's a quick list of popular natural aphrodisiacs. Aloe century plant, often still sitting on your windowsill. Its extract is sold in pharmacies. Rumor has it aloe increases blood flow to the genitals. The bitter juice can be mixed with honey. Avocado. The word comes from the Aztec ahuacatl, meaning both avocado and testicle. Bananas, rich in potassium and carbs, second only to chocolate in stimulating endorphin production. Onions and garlic improve circulation and are packed with vitamin C, zinc, phosphorus, magnesium, and iron. Not great for first dates, but perfect for couples. Caviar, rich in complete proteins, healthy fats, vitamins A and D, zinc, and trace elements. Nuts, up to 55% healthy fats plus vitamins and minerals. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, pistachios in zinc. olives and olive oil. Easily digestible, full of essential fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins. Wheat sprouts, loaded with vitamins and bioactive compounds. Celery, parsley, and lovage. Traditionally considered magical due to the shape of their roots, but also genuinely rich in nutrients. Dates, the bread of the desert. Up to 70% easily digestible carbs, and high potassium content. Seafood, rich in iodine, zinc, essential fatty acids, and vitamins E and D. Mushrooms, their shape says it all. High in zinc. Truffles and morels are especially prized. Honey contains fructose, which converts easily to glycogen, your body's emergency carb reserve. Also rich in bioactive compounds. Horseradish, a natural antibiotic, rich in vitamin C and minerals. Chocolate boosts endorphins and provides high-energy fats and carbs. Eggs, an excellent
source of easily digestible protein, vitamins A and B1, and zinc.
The list isn't complete, but the principle is clear. Experiment based on your taste, imagination, and common sense. A little alcohol before dinner is fine, but spices are essential. Pay special attention to anise, basil, vanilla, angelica, ginger, cardamom, coriander, cinnamon, lovage, celery, parsley, marjoram, nutmeg, red and black pepper, caraway, dill, and fennel.